Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into two absolute beasts of gaming laptops, the Razer Blade 16 and the Alienware X16 R2. These are two of the most premium machines you can get your hands on in 2025, and they're both packed with insane specs. But which one should you pick? Stick around because we're breaking it all down, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one deserves a spot on your desk. Oh, and don't forget to check the description for the latest prices and deals. I've got you covered there. And if you're enjoying the video, hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. Let's get into it. When you first lay eyes on the Razer Blade 16 and the Alienware X16 R2, it's clear both are built with premium craftsmanship, but they each have their own distinct personality. The Blade 16 stays true to Razer's minimalist vibe, with its sleek black CNC milled aluminum body that feels solid and luxurious. It's a bit thicker than earlier models, but it still carries that refined, understated look that works just as well in a boardroom as it does in a gaming den. On the flip side, the Alienware X16 R2 embraces its futuristic roots with a bold, all-metal design that mixes anodized aluminum, stainless steel, and magnesium alloy. It's just as premium, but with its striking lunar silver finish and flashy RGB lighting, it screams gaming laptop from every angle. If you're someone who's always on the go, the Blade 16 might feel a bit more manageable. It's thinner and lighter, making it easier to toss into a bag without feeling like you're lugging around a brick impressive, considering the powerhouse components inside. The Alienware X16 R2, while still portable, is noticeably heavier thanks to its robust cooling system and the use of denser materials. Both laptops are built like tanks, but the Blade 16's anodized finish does tend to attract fingerprints, while the X16 R2's metallic surfaces are better at hiding smudges, which is a nice touch if you're a bit obsessive about keeping things clean. As for ports, both laptops offer plenty of options, but they each have their quirks. The Blade 16 gives you a well-rounded selection, including Thunderbolt 4, USB-C, USB-A, HDMI 2.1, and even an SD card reader, making it a solid choice for both gamers and creative professionals. The Alienware X16 R2 also packs Thunderbolt 4 and multiple USB ports, but it skips the Ethernet jack, which might be a bummer for competitive gamers who rely on wired connections for that extra edge. Both laptops are future-proofed with Wi-Fi 7 for blazing fast wireless speeds, but Razer's inclusion of a full-sized SD card slot gives it a slight advantage for creators who need to transfer files on the fly. When it comes to displays, both bring their A-game, but they shine in different ways. The Blade 16's 16-inch OLED screen is a showstopper with its 2560 by 1600 resolution and buttery smooth 240 Hz refresh rate. The colors pop, the blacks are deep and rich, and the HDR performance is simply stunning, perfect for games like Cyberpunk 2077, where every detail matters. It's hard not to be impressed by how vibrant and immersive everything looks. The Alienware X16 R2, on the other hand, sticks with a 16-inch IPS panel that also runs at 240 Hz, but it doesn't quite reach the same heights. It's a solid display for gaming, but its brightness maxes out at 300 nits, which can feel a bit dim in brighter rooms. Plus, the lack of true HDR support means it can't quite match the Blade 16's visual punch. If you're all about that eye candy, the Blade 16's OLED panel is hard to beat. Now let's talk webcams. Both laptops come with 1080p cameras, but the Alienware X16 R2 takes a slight lead here. Its HDR webcam delivers better image quality, especially in tricky lighting, and it even throws in an IR camera for Windows Hello facial recognition. That's a nice touch if you're big on security or just want a quicker way to log in. The Blade 16's camera, while perfectly fine for video calls or streaming, doesn't really stand out. It gets the job done, but it's not going to wow you. When it comes to typing and navigating, the two laptops take different approaches. The Razer Blade 16 has a spacious, smooth trackpad that's easily one of the best in the gaming laptop world. It's responsive and a joy to use. The keyboard is comfortable, though it doesn't really break new ground for gaming laptops. On the flip side, the Alienware X16 R2 goes all in with a mechanical keyboard featuring Cherry MX ultra-low profile switches. If you're a fan of that satisfying tactile feedback, you'll love typing on this thing, though it does come with a bit more noise, so keep that in mind if you're in a quiet space. The touchpad is solid, but it's not quite as large or luxurious as the Blades. Battery life is where both laptops show their limits. The Blade 16, with its power-hungry OLED display and high-performance components, doesn't last too long during intense gaming sessions. You'll likely find yourself reaching for the charger more often than you'd like. The Alienware X16 R2, with its 90 watt-hour battery, fares a bit better, but still struggles to keep up with extended playtimes. Neither laptop is going to win awards for battery longevity, but if you're gaming on the go, you'll probably want to keep a charger handy regardless. When it comes to raw performance, both powerhouses, but they each bring something unique to the table. The Blade 16 is powered by Intel's Core i9-14900HX, a beast of a processor from Intel's 14th gen lineup. It's fantastic for single-core tasks, making it a great choice for applications that rely on quick responsive performance, like gaming or certain creative software. It's also no slouch when it comes to multitasking, though it doesn't always stretch its legs in multi-threaded workloads due to power limitations. On the other hand, the Alienware X16 R2 steps into the future with Intel's Core Ultra 9 185H, which comes with a built-in neural processing unit for AI-driven tasks. This makes it a compelling option if you're into AI-enhanced workflows or want a laptop that's ready for the next wave of software innovations. Both processors are more than capable of handling heavy workloads, but the Core Ultra 9's AI capabilities give it a slight edge if you're looking to future-proof your machine. For creators, the Blade 16's OLED display is a dream come true. With its 240Hz refresh rate, stunning color accuracy, and true HDR support, it's perfect for photo and video editing, offering a level of detail and vibrancy that's hard to beat. Paired with the NVIDIA RTX 4080 GPU, it's a powerhouse for creative applications, ensuring smooth performance even when you're pushing it to the limits. The Alienware X16 R2, while no slouch, doesn't quite match up in this department. Its 16-inch IPS display is still great with a 240Hz refresh rate, but the lack of full HDR support means it falls short in delivering the same level of color depth and accuracy. That said, its RTX 4080 GPU still makes it a strong contender for demanding editing tasks, so it really comes down to how much you value that OLED magic. Gaming is where both laptops truly shine, though the Blade 16's OLED display gives it a noticeable edge. Games like Cyberpunk 2077 come alive with its vibrant colors, deep blacks, and HDR support, making every scene feel more immersive. The Alienware X16 R2 is no slouch either, delivering excellent gaming performance with its RTX 4080 GPU, but its IPS display, while fast and smooth, doesn't quite reach the same visual heights. The lower brightness and lack of HDR support can make it feel a bit less dynamic in comparison. Still, both laptops are more than capable of handling the latest AAA titles with ease, and their robust cooling systems ensure they can keep up with long gaming sessions without breaking a sweat. So, which beast should you choose? The Razer Blade 16 wins for its stunning OLED display and sleek portability. The Alienware X16 R2 shines with its mechanical keyboard and AI-ready Core Ultra 9. If visuals are key, go Blade. For cutting-edge AI and tactile typing, Alienware's your pick. Ultimately, the Blade 16 edges it out for most users in 2025.